So a couple of days ago before I went on vacation, it seems as if Sledgehammer Games did a Ask Me Anything on Reddit, and they gave us information about a game. Welcome back to Liquid Plays. We're going to do another video here about World War II and supply drops and stuff. If you haven't yet, like the video if you have showered today, and subscribe if you're wearing some form of deodorant or antiperspirant. Wait, so you're not going to subscribe? That means you didn't wear any kind of deodorant or antiperspirant today. You're disgusting. Anywho, stay tuned. We are at 960 subs. We are about to pop that 1,000 subscriber mark. I appreciate every single thing you guys are doing. Let's talk down in the comments below. What do you think about what's going on with this stuff in the supply drops with the AMA that we were given from Sledgehammer Games? When we hit that 1,000 subs, we are going to be doing a giveaway for either the PC version, Xbox version, PlayStation 4 version, whatever version you want of either the Digital Elite Edition or the Legendary Pro Edition, whatever it is that's the Season Pass Edition. When we hit 1,000 subs, we're going to start that giveaway, getting you guys ready to do it and stuff. If you didn't know, my boy Charlie Intel has given us all of the information, kind of recapped of what they talked about, and I wanna be real with you guys. I don't want to be Mr. Happy Positive guy all the time, but let's look at the recapped things of questions that were asked and things that were answered from Sledgehammer Games. The number one thing talked about would be that supply drops are confirmed, and the plan is for weapon variants / gear to be cosmetic. No info about how DLC weapons will work. We don't know about that yet. We're going to talk more about those supply drops and that DLC weapons thing as well. Says ranked play and game battles are important to their feature set. More esports info coming later this summer. Sledgehammer Games will be at Comic-Con. Details on what they'll be showing will be announced later. Zombies info is coming sooner than you think. No Nintendo Switch version. Like, was that a thing we were looking for? Was people really wanted to have they wanted to have World War II on Nintendo Switch? Okay, that was a question somebody asked, seriously. You have one question to ask Sledgehammer Games and you're gonna say, hey, do you guys have it for Nintendo Switch? All you guys who want it for Nintendo Switch, I'm sorry, it ain't happening. Can you get it on the Dreamcast? The team at Sledgehammer Games is very dedicated to Major League Gaming / esports. There's no clan war support in World War II. That's actually a downer. I kind of like the whole clan war thing. With war, headquarters, and all of multiplayer, this is the largest amount of content we've created for multiplayer at launch. I don't know what they mean by content, like they're making more than just regular multiplayer, or is it different kind of game modes, or are the maps bigger? I don't really know what the largest amount of content means, or is it just like 4K graphic, 800 megabyte file size, gigabyte file size, what I'm talking about. The campaign is one player only, not co-op. That's kind of sad. It would have been cool to have a co-op thing. Score streaks progress will reset on death. There is a basic training perk that will allow it to continue, but score streaks will then require additional points to earn in the match. Okay, so every single game we've ever played, score streaks reset on death. Like, was this a question somebody asked them and they were like, hey, will we be able to never lose our score streaks ever? Like, this was a big feature that was talked about in the Ask Me Anything. This just in, guns will fire bullets and you can reload your weapon. Like, that's so stupid that was a question and that was something that was highlighted. Score streaks progress will reset on death. Really. Your score starts over at the very beginning of every single game. What's up with my stupid eye? Gosh. The details on the PC version are coming soon. Well, of course the details on everything is coming soon. Like, it was an Ask Me Anything and we got nothing. Game servers tick rate is 60 hertz. Now that is big. The majority of Call of Duty's tick servers, their server tick rate has been 20 hertz. I asked one of my nerdy friends, Sheldon, and he said that it's just the quicker communication and stuff like that between you and the server. So 60 hertz is better. Perhaps we're gonna see less, lag issues happening whenever I'm shooting somebody to the left, but they're still dying, or because I don't shoot straight on. But maybe it'll be better. Apparently, like Battlefield 4 has 40 to 60 sometimes. So maybe we'll have, better accuracy and less lag going on. The multiplayer maps will be featured in a variety of different locations. Specific details coming later. More PC information later. This information will be announced later. Zombie infos is coming sooner than you think. Yeah, of course everything's coming later. But multiplayer maps will be featured in a variety of different locations. A variety of different locations. So you're telling me it's not going to be in Nuketown? Like, we get this. We understand every single time we've ever played a multiplayer game of Call of Duty, it has been in a variety of different locations. This just in, there will be digital and retail physical versions of the game. We know that crap. Focus is on having historical gear / uniforms for characters at launch. Like, why is that put in there? Why did they have to get information and specifically go onto the fact that they're having historical gear / uniforms for characters at launch? Those last words right there, at launch, is what scares people. And with that, we're gonna hustle over and talk about the supply drops real quick. The quote is, all weapon variants and gear variants in Call of Duty World War II supply drops are cosmetic only. So there are no stat-based variants in play. We're also offering players collections and collections bounties, giving a direct path for our community to earn items through all modes of multiplayer and headquarters play. Let's just look at this real quick. I want to pop back. Right here it says that we're having a focus on historical gear and uniforms, unicorns, I mean, historical unicorns, I don't care, uniforms for characters at launch. We're not talking about DLC and DLC weapons yet. Everything is at launch is going to be historically accurate. And the big thing about Call of Duty right now is that everybody has been wanting World War II to be as authentic and as accurate and on point as it can be, because it's World War II. They don't want panda camouflage. They don't want a glowing samurai sword. Even though I want those in Black Ops 3, that's pretty fun. So the big question here is about the supply drops is supposedly they're going to be cosmetic only. But the big deal is when Modern Warfare Remastered came out, that's what they said about that game too. They said that it would only be cosmetic only supply drops, that you'd get different like faces and armor camo stuff and weapon camo. But then a couple months ago, they released some new weapons in a supply drop. Those completely were just changed the game. It wasn't cosmetic only. This was a new gun. And so if that's what they mean by cosmetic only, then we can say that that they will definitely be adding some extra types of guns. And I don't think they're going to be putting like nuclear variants and electric weapon firing guns and stuff like that. It says that there are no stat-based variants in play, which means you're not going to see anything like Advanced Warfare or Infinite Warfare. You're not going to see anything that lets you get reload all of your ammo if you kill 5 people in a row. You're not going to see anything like that, but you are going to see some different variants of guns. So maybe there are weapon kits. I don't know. He says here that we're also offering players collections and collection bounties. Those are contracts, I'm guessing. So that's cool. Hopefully they have daily and weekly contracts, or sorry, bounties, giving a direct path for our community to earn items through all modes of multiplayer and headquarters play. So this direct path, I like this. I'm hoping that they're going to do a combination of Infinite Warfare, bear with me, and Modern Warfare Remastered. In Infinite Warfare, if you wanted a gun but you weren't getting it in supply drops, then you could use all of your salvage to unlock that variant that you wanted. Or if you had the season pass, you automatically unlock the base variant of a weapon. So when the Trencher and the Auger and the VPR came out, you automatically got them if you had the season pass, which is what I had. That's a cool thing that I think they're going to be doing. Also, you could use your salvage, but in Modern Warfare Remastered, supply drops would give you things like faces or a different kind of person, and you had to unlock those first to unlock up to the gun you want. You were guaranteed to get it if you had the parts for it. And that was one cool thing I saw that's different, because in Black Ops 3, I'll tell you what, man, I have not been, if you've seen some of my videos, I have not been getting what I want in those supply drop unboxings. And I've done a good 3 or 4, at least on the channel, supply drop unboxings, rare supply drops, where I do 10 at a time, 10 or 12 or more at a time, and I don't get any weapons that I want. I have not gotten the Galil. I got Marshals, and I got like a lefty melee weapon with that triple play thing you guys saw. But the thing is today I was playing with a guy, and I'm a decent player. I don't have the best internet right now. So with my internet being really, really bad, we're talking like maybe at the best day, I'm getting 3 megabytes a second down. Most of the time it's like in the kilobytes. It's pretty bad. But I was playing against a guy today on Black Ops 3, and he had the PPSH. And man, no matter what gun I used in a gunfight, this guy, he was skilled, but I do want to say that PPSH was doing some damage. And so there's times where there are weapons that are overpowered, and the problem with Black Ops 3 supply drops was there was no contracts or no way to unlock them. And that was one of the things that Infinite Warfare actually did do very, very well. I dropped my pen. There we go. I have to have my pen. They allowed you to do certain things like in the game to unlock a base variant of a gun. Like you had to do, get 50 kills with the submachine guns or 50 headshots with the submachine guns to be able to get the base variants of like the VPR or something like that. But it says that all weapon variants and gear variants in Call of Duty World War II supply drops are cosmetic only. We haven't talked about DLC and what's going to go on, and that's the big question, guys, is are we going to get any kind of DLC weapons? The answer is probably yes. Every single time there is a new event going on with Infinite Warfare or Modern Warfare Remastered or even Black Ops 3, you see a whole bunch of people come back to the game, even if the guns aren't that good and new camos are introduced, people run to them. People are loving the prop hunt and stuff. So I just want to be concerned in a good way about the game, but I'm kind of mad about the AMA. One of the questions I would have asked is, what new innovations or additions have you made to the game? Headquarters really doesn't seem like, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. I really think, and I've said this before, I think they could have done something different with headquarters, and maybe they'll do it in a DLC, maybe they'll do it in an event. They could have added a player unknown battlegrounds type gameplay to headquarters, to World War II. Don't follow your dreams, follow my YouTube.